Not fair.
Okay. How's everybody going?
Hey, Bouncy.
Yes, it is me. Welcome to the first D&D session of the rest of your lives.
Hey.
Yay.
Alright.
Took me a minute to think about that.
Yeah, but it's true.
It is true.
And so, would anybody like to give a good old recap of the past events?
I would. I would
Okay.
love to. So, where I believe we started, we're still in the previous town. And we sort of gathered our final provisions and then set out, and we had a fairly calm journey until Radovan split off from us and we continued on to our destination. I cannot remember the name, I'm sorry. I can only do so much.
Darnatel.
Yes, Darnatel, that's the one. Anyway, once we got to town, we stabled our horses and so forth and did all that stuff, and then we went to the tavern. And we sat down, and this guy, this knight, dressed in white with a big ol' fuck-off bucket helm, was staring daggers at us. And Toadstool met his eye, and then he advanced on Toadstool, and Toadstool freaked out and bolted, and barricaded the door with dirt before hiding in a mud hut of his own creation while everybody else got pummeled to smithereens. And then once that was over and done with, the knight followed and then pummeled Toadstool, and then, yeah.
Vizier
Yeah.
did not get pummeled. He enjoyed a
Vizier
nice.
not-
He enjoyed a nice meal.
They also caught that meal mid-fight, too.
That was true.
That was a fun
That
moment.
meal fight was,
Oh yeah.
yeah. The soup, important.
Okay, so just a bit of math on my end before we get started. What is everybody's max HP?
29.
It's a fat
Oh,
15.
15?
I just realized I got the wrong character shit out. Let me fix
Uh-oh.
that. Okay.
I got 17.
17? Got it, thank you.
I think I'm 18. Let me. Yes, I am 18.
18, okay. 1 second, I gotta get the music a-playing.
Oh, I should probably pause my playlist then.
There you go, that is for all of you to enjoy. However, I cannot enjoy it because of DMCA, but you know.
You're too good to us, Bouncy.
It's fun listening to blues music right now on Pretzel, which is just as good. Not really. Anyway, right,
Still kind
math.
of fun though.
Okay, hang on. I don't want to... You know, math is stinky.
Bouncy over here just like quickly doing long division, trying to figure out which one of us is going to die today.
You think I can do long division?
I know, that was a stretch.
Don't even get me started on math, man.
Fuck, math.
Dividing fractions doesn't.
The fundamental theorem of invertible matrices is 14 steps long.
Oh dear.
Anything beyond the multiplication and division of... Anything beyond multiples of 12, no can do. No can do. It's simply not happening. If it wasn't on the multiplication tables in the back of my notebook, fuck off.
Okay, let me...
Why calculators exist.
Oh, Pythagorean theorem, I can do that, but that's it.
Let me set the scene back down for you guys as of what happened. One of you is still conscious, sitting at a chair at a flipped table with an empty bowl and a full stomach. One of you is currently sprawled out onto a shattered, broken table that they were flung to. One of you is currently slouched unconscious next to the door. And one of you is currently being hauled back over the shoulder back into the tavern by this large, nearly 7 foot tall knight in full plate armor.
it wouldn't even be hauling. Toadstool weighs 35 pounds.
Oh, it's not even
no,
an
wait, he
issue.
weighs like less.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is like
he's a tiny little fellow.
my guy is 34 pounds.
I think
34.
it's time to start casting a healing word.
Yeah, you weigh
Fun
about
fact.
half his armor.
Fun fact: Toadstool's weight is below the base weight in the PHB for gnomes.
Oh, nice.
Scrawny boy.
Yeah, the knight sees you, Quazir, about to cast a spells, and he holds out his hand and shakes his head. And he is going to collect the other bodies and set them in their chairs. And he's going to put the table back and rest his hand. Actually, no, he is going to, at every single one of you, put his hands together and rub them very quickly, and a static of divine energy begins to charge up in his gauntlets, and then he presses them to all of your chests, and all of you are back up to full HP -3. Oh, I did never change
Okay.
the. Nothing's here. Don't worry about any of the issues that happened on screen. Nothing. There's no technical difficulties, but yes, you're all back up at full HP -3. And he is holding two things in his hand and looking at them very closely, and that is Toadstool's dice.
Is Toadstool awake?
Yes, all of you are awake.
Oh.
Real quick, does Toadstool see him with the dice?
Yes.
Toadstool's going to dive after the dice.
Opposed athletics.
It's not gonna go good for Toadstool.
Come on, Toadstool.
What's his that? Oh, okay. Let's roll the dice that rolled the natural 20 earlier. Nope, that's a 7. 9 minus 2.
Oh yeah, you are struggling really hard to.
Just kind of like flop over his lap.
Yeah. He
And
sits
he
you back
picks
down
up
in
by
your
the
chair.
scruff of his neck and like, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So he wanted Toadstool's weird dice.
Toadstool is just going to sit cross-legged in his chair, glaring daggers at the man in the bucket helm, just menacingly petting Platt. And Platt just like flicks his tongue out and gets a bug out of midair.
I knew he wanted to die. I would have let him have him. Everything hurts.
Yeah, I wouldn't have tried to kick his ass. I feel like shit.
You can tell that this man's armor is not even dented, which is a credence to perhaps that this armor is also so special because you guys did hit it pretty hard. I mean, there was some fight back, but there wasn't a single HP drop from this man or a single dent in the armor.
Way to flex, Bouncy.
They tried, Beetle. Beetle, they tried. That was last session. It's not a flex. Anyway, is anybody gonna react?
Toadstool is going to continue to just be grumpy. Just like eyeballing the dice, waiting for an opportunity.
Is the knight still just like looking at the die, or has he changed his gaze to look at any of us yet?
He is still inspecting them. You hear maybe the occasional soft mumble and a little bit of a spark of energy, something like that. He seems to be not even really regarding you all too much.
Toadstool is going to try and cast Mage Hand and snatch back the dice from a distance.
From a distance. You're trying. You know what? Okay. Give me a stealth check.
But okay. That's at least that's a positive modifier. I'm not using that die again though. Nope. That's an 11.
That's an 11. You managed to snake the dice out of his hands.
And then
They're in the mage hand.
I would like to recall the mage hand to me
Okay.
and retrieve the dice.
He looks at the mage hand and looks at you retrieving them.
Are they still the dice?
Yeah, they're still the dice.
Is anything funky with them?
Arcana check.
Oh boy. Believe it or not, Swamp Wizard, not proficient.
Not proficient.
Nope. That's a 7.
Oof.
What the fuck? I rolled like 2 natural 20s when I pre-rolled these things. God hates me. Alright. What happens?
Can you repeat the roll again? Sorry, I was totally not dealing with technical difficulties again.
Was a 7.
A 7? Oh yeah, you can't tell a single thing different about him.
Yeah, it was a 4 plus 3.
Yeah.
I would like to roll them.
Okay.
I'm going to use different dice this time.
Okay.
I have been punished enough. Oh, for fuck. Alright. It's a 7 and a natural 1, which I can use. Can I write those in for my portents?
You may.
Alright, I will.
All right.
Toadstool is going to pocket them again and eye the man in the bucket helm very suspiciously.
Has the knight still not like reacted to Toadstool taking them back?
No. But he will stand up, go to the bar, and you see him gesture, and you think he might have said something, and then he'll come back with 3 keys, and hands 1 key to the right side of the table and 1 key to the left side of the table.
Uh-huh. What did he got?
Keys to lodging here at the tavern.
Oh,
Grim's
Is
gonna
what
look
you
at him.
must assume.
Grim's gonna look at him and say, "You're a very strange individual, but thank you."
thank you very much, Mr. Bucket Helmet.
He
I
just
don't
stares.
think I don't think we have introduced each other. I am Wizir, and I am glad to meet you.
He gives a nod. Let's see. I want Quizir to give me a religion check as they noticed some rather peculiar different designs and symbols across the armor, shield, and sword.
That's a 10.
That's a 10. There are holy symbols decorating parts of his armor, most prominently his shield. The logo on the shield is that of a tattered old hat. However, you do not know of any holy creature, god, or of the like, or any kind of society that has this symbol.
Oh, I I ex Seth, perhaps are you familiar with that symbol? Oh, well, Mr. bucket helmet. Well, I know you are not conversationalist. Mm, What's the symbol on your shield, if I might know?
He shakes his head. Is there anything else you would all like to do at this table?
Toadstool is going to begin to like mutter derisively under his breath in Goblin, but that's about it.
What's he saying?
Stuff along the lines of this motherfucker beats the shit out of us, tells us nothing, takes my dice, and then just fucking sets us up with a room. What's his deal? Anyone even tell us a goddamn thing about him? Motherfucker.
Grim's gonna start chuckling at Toadstool's tirade, and then look back at the look back in the night. I take it we're gonna be seeing more of you then.
He nods his head.
I suppose might as well introduce myself, and Grim's gonna hold out his hand. Name's Grim.
He'll shake it.
Gnome's Toadstool.
In his introduction, Toadstool is going to take whatever glass that he had before that was on the ground. He's going to pick it up and check it and make sure it's empty. And then he's going to flick it into or at the knight, and he's going to cast Prestidigitation to soil an area. Specifically, he's going to make the knight's surcoat smell like
my goodness.
stagnant
Oh.
water.
I see.
This is heavy.
You
It lasts
see
an
him.
hour.
You see him turn to his coat and just kind of wipe it off with divine static coming off his hand, and the smell immediately dissipates.
Toadstool's just going to furrow his brow.
And then you've already met Quazir, and this is Zeph. Grim's gonna point to Zeph.
Hello. Sorry about levitating you.
He doesn't react.
You've got a mean right hook.
I didn't think you would.
All right, you have all you have all introduced yourselves to the knight. Congratulations. He just sits there.
Toadstool is going to hop down from his chair, and he's going to try and drag it over to this side and take a seat over here.
Okay.
And then on the far end of the table, he's going to start rolling his dice. I mean, not his dice, his bones.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get a lay of how things are going.
Okay. Do you want to roll for your sign, or do you want me to give you the nature of the sign?
Up to you. Dealer's
Um,
choice.
The nature of your sign is foreboding.
Okay. Toadstool is going to gather his things back up, and he is going to inch closer to Grim.
You feel like the calm before the storm. You feel like that static in the air that comes right before a torrential downpour.
Toadstool's going to speak his first words in common of the night after being bludgeoned, and he's going to say, Toadstool does not like this. Something is wrong.
What else is new? We'll just deal with it as it comes, and try not to die. That's all you really can do in this life.
Basically, my motto.
Yeah.
Toadstool Punk's thesis. Redacted.
I think he's a nice guy.
Oh, he's a great guy.
Well, he's alright, I guess.
Does
I don't really
anybody
talk
know
that
what time it is?
Like,
much.
in the...
No.
In the game.
I guess Toadstool
No.
could go and check a window.
Oh, that's not what I
How
was
long were we
asking.
unconscious?
Oh, you're only unconscious for a few minutes. But I
then
will
it-
just
it would've
say
been...
the nature of this is that it is evening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there any last actions you all would like to take before you retire for the
No.
night?
Grim's just gonna stretch, I guess, and then pick up Toadstool and start walking towards where he assumes their room is.
Question, how do you pick up Toadstool?
Well, probably just like around the waist and plop on his shoulders. So I just
Gotcha. I don't know why, but I was imagining you, like, grabbing him by the collar of his cloak, just, like, yanking him up.
that's if we're running from something.
Right. If speed is the name of the game, then yeah.
When we were trying to leave the swamp, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Alright, if you all retire for the night, so will the night. And we will go on to the next day in the morning. You all wake up and make your way back into the common area. Very few patrons litter the tavern. The knight is sitting at their old original corner where they once were. I have to get a few things set up. Let's see.
Yes. The foreboding bones throw, and then the sounds of DM prep work.
Oh no.
That's how it goes. It always is.
Feel free to roleplay as you wish as I get some things set up.
As Toadstool comes downstairs, I assume he would be following in the wake of Grim.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to see the knight and instinctually just like skirt the tavern, sticking to the wall as far away from the knight as possible until he gets to the bar, and then he's gonna order some like boiled eggs.
Actually, I think I need to test the whole entire thing. Uh-oh. Doesn't want to work for me.
Everyone sleep all right?
I'm...
Still sore?
Yes. Are you sore?
A little bit. Bit stiff in the neck. He's gonna crack his neck to illustrate the point.
Well. Anybody hungry?
Toadstool is already wolfing down boiled eggs.
Okay,
He's not used to having.
We'll keep going. So you're scarfing down boiled eggs, people are grabbing their breakfast, stuff like that. You see an empty plate in front of the knight, nothing else.
Toadstool doesn't care. He's taking full advantage of the fact that he's finally able to afford breakfast, much less he has a place to buy it. Much less than over scavenging for it. So he's thriving. He's enjoying his eggs.
living in his best self.
Absolutely.
Come on, work with me here. There we go. Okay, okay. So, alright. Eventually, the knight will stand and wave you all to follow him as he leaves the tavern.
All right.
Can I chuck an egg at the back of his head?
You can certainly try.
I try to catch it.
That would be a dexterity throw
You know, I'm
from
rolling the big one. I'm rolling the big one this time.
Toadstool, and then you would have to use your reaction, Grim, to counter it with a athletics or acrobatics check.
I can do athletics. Sweet.
Bouncy, you said that's a dexterity attack.
Yeah, it's a dexterity attack.
roll? Okay, I don't think I'm proficient with egg. So
No, you are not proficient with egg.
I'm not proficient with egg. So that's only going to be a 21 to hit.
No. We can just say that
Just at least splatter
that
on the back of his helm. That's what I want to happen.
well, let's see if
First.
Grim catches it.
I rolled a 17. So
17. Oh,
assume
Grim
not.
catches it.
Oh.
Well, it's already a dictated miss. This is just a success roll on your end at that part. So yeah, Grim catches the egg before it even reaches.
I'm on Toadstool. It's not
He's
going
gonna
to do
pop
anything.
one more egg into his mouth and hop down from his stool.
Grim's going to hand him the egg he threw.
I assume it's pulp. I
Just
assume it's
mush.
like mashed.
Oh. Still, just Grim drops the shattered remains of the egg into his hand.
Will just kind of like sort of up, tilts his hand up and dumps it into Platt's mouth like a garbage disposal.
Yeah.
One
I guess
thing
we
you
all
all
follow.
notice is that before yesterday, this knight did not have a satchel around his shoulder. And today he does. And he will lead you all out to the stables where a armored horse is stabled.
Question: what is the weather today, Bouncy?
What is the weather today? Oh, what a fantastic question.
I'm sorry, I did build a character that's built entirely around his surroundings.
No, it is
Cloudy
perfectly
with
okay.
chance of rain.
I am just going to roll a D100 and then figure out what it means after I roll it, like everything else I do as a DM. Oh, it's
I
a
love
pretty.
that. That's what I do.
It's a pretty nice day.
It's a pretty
Aw.
nice day.
Yeah.
I assume I hear like songbirds and stuff, insects
Oh yeah.
buzzing.
Yeah. The whole works.
Any cloud cover?
Very little.
Very little. Nice blue skies.
Yes.
Toadstool smiles.
And you will see this knight unstable his armored horse, and you'll see him mess with the saddlebags and his own satchel. And I want a perception check from anybody who may be curious.
Sure.
Ooh. Yeah,
Down.
I'll do that.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay. Alright.
22.
Yeah. Natural 20 for a 21.
I see.
Let me roll that. Uh, 12.
12. So, Grim and Toadstool catch a good bit of it. This knight deposited from his satchel into the saddlebag something yellow and fuzzy.
Oh.
Bouncy, is this...
Is it alive?
With the high rolls, they could definitely discern that it was in fact alive.
Oh, was alive, but isn't it? Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
And then he will mount his horse and then go down the road. Do you all follow?
I guess we follow. Grim picks up Toadstool again.
Fantastic. Now, here's where you all are going to do another bout of travel roleplay, except this time pretend the knight is not there because I have to mute myself and troubleshoot something.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes, so have at it.
Oh man.
I think I made the mistake of eating.
I'm also eating.
Testing.
I am
Eric, talk.
drinking. I can talk as much as you want. Do you want me to talk as Toadstool? Do you want me to talk as Eric?
We have to do.
I can talk.
Grim's gonna look at
Roleplay.
Grim's gonna look at
Roleplay.
Toadstool and just kind of like, did you see what he put in the bag?
Not really. I couldn't get a good look at it.
Toadstools are fuzzy.
Hmm.
Yeah, whatever it was. Pretty sure it was
Yellow.
alive.
You mean it is currently alive, or that like it's dead now and it's not alive anymore?
Pretty sure it is alive.
Toadstool is going to lick his lips and say, "Could be tasty."
Okay.
You just ate.
Toadstool could make pillows from pelt. Toadstool can sew.
Are we
I
just
think you
gonna-
should consider it more instead of
He just kind of like grins a little bit and like tugs at his cloak of pelts that have been very poorly tanned and like feathers just rammed in there.
Oh, you kind of very
Are we-
nice.
Are we just gonna assume that this is the contact Rodovin wanted us to meet? I mean, he certainly stood out.
I'm gonna assume yes.
Either that or
Speaking
he's
of
leading us into
Rodovin.
town to kill us.
Toadstool is dejectedly without egg, so he is going to instead mage hand a couple of stones together, and he's just gonna, they're just like little small pebbles, like barely anything, and he's gonna
Test.
take very precise aim. He's just gonna like flick them at the back of the knight.
Taking pot shots at the knight.
I assume occasionally there will be the tink of it bouncing off of his armor, but that is for Bouncy to decide when he returns.
Test.
I feel like that would be very satisfying
Mm-hmm.
for me as a player, as well as for Toadstool.
How Rodovin is doing.
That is a good question.
He
Have I
probably
you what?
spoken to him yet?
he's probably reached the city by now.
Yeah, he should be in Octa's Ray by now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking as Eric. I should be talking as Toadstool probably.
I
Yeah.
wonder if Rodovan is gonna get another hole in the floor to make a base of.
Maybe. Though I have a feeling, from what I know about larger cities, there's probably not that many abandoned buildings inside.
Hmm.
Actually,
Okay. We should be good.
Oh, welcome back. Yeah.
All right. So we are going to do something. We're going to do having one of you roll a d100.
Oh, fuck.
I'll do it. I volunteer. I
Okay.
want to ruin things for everyone.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
You would want that.
Oh. I got a 2.
You got a whole 2.
Oh.
I got a whole 2.
A whole.
My.
Reroll that.
You know? Oh, okay. So the dice that I used for this, I remember because when I first got them, it was at your table, and I brought them
Mhm.
because I was really excited because they were my first dice from a dice subscription box,
Yeah.
and I played them with Fitz.
Ah,
God, I loved Fitz. I'm so sad. I don't know why I killed him off. It was stupid.
it was. And then you made his twin brother. Anyway, we're digressing.
His twin brother was an asshole. They both were. 88.
88. Okay, now give me 2d4.
Ooh.
Oh God. It's beginning. The end. 8.
8. All right.
This is where
So
Toadstool dice
go ahead and give me 8 d4s.
Oh my
Oh.
God. I don't have. Okay. Let me gather all of my d4s together.
Come on, simple addition, Eric. You got this.
Shut the fuck up.
Woo!
I don't need you condescending and patronizing me. You son of... Just because you're still in college and I'm not.
Ooh.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So, it's 9, 11, 15, 20.
20. Okay. And
Don't make me roll
2d6.
20 dice. I was about to say, don't make me roll 20 dice.
No, 2d6.
Okay. 2d6. Got them right here. 7.
7. Okay, now I want everybody else to give me a d4.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Okay. Um. Oh. Okay. 2.
2. Okay. And what's Quasier's?
2.
2. So 3 2s?
Hey.
Okay, so we
Two
gotta take
twins.
the average, so 2, and now everybody give me 2d12.
Okay. There's a lot of dice, man.
Which was
Uh-huh.
the D? That's the D12. 3.
10.
2 into 1.
13.
Okay. Fantastic. So, as you all are walking down the road, you leave the town for sure. And you come across... Oh, this is an occupied ward. We'll just go to somewhere with less work. Yeah, this is better. Let's see. This will be the knight, the white one will be, and the other ones are you guys. And so, you all walk down the road following the knight. Is there anything you would like to talk to the knight about before we do this?
Toadstool has just been sitting on Grimm's shoulders the entire time, mage handing pebbles and like small pieces of gravel, and he's just been like throwing them at the back of the knight occasionally. Hopefully, if you acquiesce, occasionally earning small tinks from the gravel bouncing off of the knight's armor.
Yes, that can happen.
Yes, that can happen. Toadstool will be satisfied, and he will quietly chuckle with every tink. By the
Okay.
end of this campaign, he will be proficient with stones.
Oh. Eventually the knight will do a dead stop. And he'll dismount and cautiously walk into the woods, leaving you four on the road.
Toadstool is going to scramble up to the horse. And he's going to just look at the saddlebags. Not in, but at.
At the saddlebag? It's
Yes.
a saddlebag.
Is it moving?
A little bit.
Is it making noise?
Not too much, no.
Is there anything I can discern from a reasonable distance?
No. Not
Toadstool-
what you don't already know.
Can Toadstool see the knight?
No.
Toadstool would like... Is Toadstool even tall enough to see into the saddlebag?
Heck no.
I didn't think so. So Toadstool is going to reach up and gingerly poke the saddlebag and see if that elicits some kind of response. Watch this horse kick Toadstool into a bloody ruin.
Ooh, animal handling
Yeah.
check as you
Oh,
approach your
God.
horse from behind.
12.
12. Okay, you're fine.
Yes.
Um,
Toadstool lives another day.
If
Hey,
you poke it,
if he got concussed, he might just lose his memory again. Who knows?
and something in it moves, yeah, but not too much.
Toadstool is going to give a tiny little squeal, and he is going to scurry back to where he was.
You squeal? Fantastic. Okay.
No, just like a tiny, more like a Chihuahua yelp, like a, ah! And then just like books it.
What's everybody's passive perception?
11.
11.
14.
14.
12.
12. Oh. Okie dokie. So, this is what will happen.
So I had a quick question.
You may ask the question while I get set up.
Does does the warhorse have like any like flag or any symbols on it?
Yes. The same ones that don the knight. Things such as a dirty, tattered hat, a club, and manacled hands and the like. And so, we are going to change the music because a surprise round goes off.
Oh,
Did any of us see it
Combat!
coming?
probably not.
On both sides, you
Oh.
guys see some lovely, lovely creatures. Dropping them in the Discord.
Ugh.
Oh joy.
Oh no!
And so, they
Disgusting.
will move in.
No!
One on
worm!
Grim, one on Zeph.
No.
Not the tentacle worm.
No.
You all
Where?
may learn
God.
what these is through Arcana checks whenever you want. But they will make it 2 attacks. One of its tentacle. We're gonna go ahead and do the tentacle attack on Grim. Does a 7 hit you?
It does not.
Does a 6 hit you?
No.
This dice is going to jail.
No, keep using that die. I like that die.
Nope. All right. First attack. I'm using a different die. Does a 24 hit you?
Motherfucker. Yeah.
May,
it does.
may I use my reaction?
You may. That would impose disadvantage, correct?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So that I'll take my second roll that I already rolled, which was a 5. So does a 9 hit you?
No.
All right. So let's see if this one goes off. Does a 10 hit you?
No.
All right. So the surprise round has concluded. Now everybody may roll their initiatives.
Woo!
Ooh.
Yeah.
2.
11.
Oh boy. Oh boy, howdy. Whenever you're ready.
I am ready.
21.
21. Got it.
Wow. Congrats.
Not 19 plus 2.
Damn.
What's yours, Toadstool?
10.
10. Fantastic. Grim, you go first.
Grim's gonna like take it. Grim's gonna stumble back for a second as the creature tries to hit him twice, and in a fluid motion, he's gonna pull out his great axe and he's going to swing at the creature to try and cut off the tentacle that tried to hit him.
Fantastic. Roll to hit.
Do they know what it is yet?
Natural 1.
Erica's familiar with the creature, but they don't know what it is.
Yeah, I figure Eric would know.
What was that, Grim?
Natural 1.
Natural 1. Ooh, you swing and you miss. Alright. Zeph, your turn.
Alright. Oh, by the way, hello, Kai.
Hi.
Okay, what am I gonna do? Probably gonna whack it with a stick. 'Cause that's the only thing I know how to do right
Oh, heck yeah.
now. 16.
16, that's a hit.
Fuck yeah. 5 damage, and I'm
5.
gonna use my bonus action to make an unarmed attack.
Okay.
Nat 17.
That hits.
Right. And that's an extra free damage.
3. Okay. So, you
Oh,
attack
plus-
this...
plus 2, sorry.
Got it.
I forgot there was a bonus. It's 5 and 5.
Yeah. So you attack this creature with your stick and your fist, and both really just hurt after hitting it. You can definitely feel like not all of the damage went through. It's like
Aw.
punching a boulder. And so, that concludes your turn, and it's now Toadstool's turn if he is back.
Toadstool is back. I have remedied the internet issue for the time being. Hopefully it stays. I hate my router. Anyway, Toadstool is going to do one of the only things he's good at, and that's hurl some kind of weird magic he doesn't truly understand. And he is going to be focusing first on chromatic orb. He is going to hold out the crystal and his wand side by side and point at this southern whatever the fuck. And he is going to scream, well, more screech bloody murder as he hurls a little orb of poison.
Okay. Poison. Roll to hit.
Yes. That is a 13.
18, that hits.
13.
13. 13 does not
1-3.
hit. That's a miss.
Didn't
Great.
think so. So wasted spell slot is what that is.
Congratulations on wasting a spell slot. It is now
Yep,
their
these
turn
things
once
happen.
more. 2 attacks on Grim. That's a natural 20. And a miss.
For that natural 20, Toadstool is going to see it rear back and prepare to strike. And he's just going to go eyes wide and say, "This isn't supposed to happen." And his eyes just kind of like go white and he can't see for a minute. And he's going to use his portent to replace that natural 20 with a 7.
Fantastic.
I
Grim,
love that.
you see the Grick rear to attack, but you notice it 1 second too late, and you know this is gonna hurt. And you almost wince before it hits, and then you look, and it completely attacks in the wrong direction. Now for the attacks on Zeph.
Alright.
A 12 and a 19.
19 hit.
Alright, that was the bite attack. You will be bitten for this much damage. 1 second.
Okay.
It is a total of 3 bite damage.
Alright.
And that is their turn. Quizier, it's now your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna use Sacred Flame on the top, on the one that's attacking Seth.
Alright, got it. That will be a dexterity saving throw on my end. What's the DC to beat?
14.
14. It beats it, unfortunately.
Ooh.
All right. I do not believe that gets. Does that get half damage or does that
Nothing.
nothing?
So I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on Seth with my bonus action.
That works. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
+2 to the
Yeah.
armor class. All
And
right.
that's
Ew.
my turn.
Fantastic. Grim, your turn.
Grim's gonna reel back with his axe again, and once again try and strike the creature.
All right. Let's see if you can hit this time.
Yep. Well, I can't do much worse than last time. 16 plus 5, so 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Disappointed in that roll. 7 points of damage.
7 points goes down to 3, unfortunately, as the blade clanks off the creature.
Seeing that, Grim's gonna growl. His eyes are gonna flicker red, and he's going to go into a rage.
Uh-oh.
Woo!
All
Darn.
right.
Yeah.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Zeph, your
That's
turn.
all I can do.
All right.
I thought this sounded familiar.
Alright. So I'm going to attack with my staff again.
Okay.
Nat 20.
A natural 20. Wow.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll damage for that. I got 2 ones on the damage die!
Oh no. You hate to see it.
Oh. Okay.
Rip.
And I'm gonna use a key point to do flurry of blows for my bonus action. So I
Alright.
do 2 unarmed attacks.
Got it.
Nat 1
Oof.
and 13 plus 4, so 17. So that
That
one
hits.
That's 4 damage. I only do 6 damage this turn.
6 damage. It will take 3.
Yeah.
And that concludes your turn.
Lovely.
Zeph, your turn.
What?
Oh wait. Sorry. Toastal, your
Yeah.
turn.
My turn. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So what's going to happen is Toadstool is going to once again focus on the. You've already said it, so I'll say it too. Greg, that is bearing down on Grim, the one that he inadvertently thwarted, and he is going to. What's he going to do? He's going to cast Ray of Frost. Let me go to my fail. Yeah. Okay. That's a 15. Dirty 20?
30-20 hits.
Yes. Alright,
Which one are you attacking?
the one that's by Grim, this one.
Got it.
So that is going to be 6 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Fantastic. It will take the full cold damage.
Yes.
All right. And it's now their
Satisfying.
turn. So two attacks on Grim. It was almost natural 20, but it landed on the coaster and cocked. So I'm gonna re-roll it. That's a miss. That is a 18.
That hits.
Please take 7 piercing damage from the
I will
bite.
take
Yeah.
3.
All right. And now for the attacks on Zeph.
Right.
Cocked. That'll be an 11 and a 21.
21 hits.
All right, that'll be 7 piercing damage.
Oh. Oh boy. I'm not looking hot.
Oof. All right, and that was their turn. Quizier, your turn.
Okay. It's gonna be Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame?
On the-
Okay. On the top one. That's a natural failure, so please roll damage.
Okay. 6 radiant.
6 radiant damage. It'll take the full thing, and it really doesn't like that.
Ooh.
And that's my turn.
All right, Grim, your turn.
A 16 to hit.
That's a hit.
Come on. Okay. 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. It will take 7. But that's still a good chunk. Both creatures are bloodied.
Woo!
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alright. It is now Zeph's turn.
Oh yeah, it's my turn. Okay. I am going to make another staff attack.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay, that hits.
And that's gonna be 4 damage, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to do one unarmed attack.
Okay.
Does 14 hit?
A 14 is its armor class.
Nice. Okay. And that's gonna do another 4 damage.
Alright, so we'll take 4 total damage. Okie dokie. Toadstool, your turn.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if it's outdated, updated it. So instead of Ray of Frost again, what he's gonna do is he's gonna try Chromatic Orb one more time. This time with cold damage because that seemed to be somewhat effective. The speed debuff is no longer affecting the Southern Grick. I'm gonna go ahead and roll to hit that same one.
Okay.
13 plus 5, 15.
That hits.
Yes. So I need 3 of them. That's a D10. I grabbed the wrong guy. So that's going to be a grand total of 14 cold damage.
14 cold damage on the southern one?
On the Southern Grick, that is correct.
It freezes in place.
Yes.
Aw.
It is now a frozen statue.
Does Toadstool notice that he kind of accidentally cock-blocked Grim?
Perception.
Natural 1.
Oof, you did not notice.
He doesn't care. He just immediately turns to the other one now that the threat is finished, and he's going to back up a little bit.
Yes, the remaining Grick will still be able to get 1 attack off before perhaps it may perish. That is a 22 and a 21, so both hits on Zeph.
Oh no.
You will take
Reaction!
reaction. Okie dokie. Reaction to post disadvantage, so we'll take that 17 and 18 as 1 attack that does make it, and then I will roll disadvantage on this next one as well, which is a natural 1, so that only makes it to where the tentacle attack will go off, meaning that you will only take 10 damage.
Fuck. I'm -5.
Oof, not enough to save it. Zeph is down. Quizier, it's your turn.
Can Toadstool yell as a free action?
Can do what as a reaction?
Can Toadstool yell?
That's a free action, yeah, but hang on, let's do Quizier's turn first.
Well, it kind of relates to Zeph going down.
Okay.
Okay, so...
So Toadstool's going to scream very quickly. Toadstool will get Zeph. Kill it. And then he's going to settle down and wait for his turn.
Okay.
Oof, I can barely hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna do a mace attack. It's an 8. And
Okay.
as my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Seth.
Okie dokie.
Oh, never mind.
1d4 plus your spellcasting
Plus
modifier.
3.
Plus 3? Got it.
Okay, so it's 1d. That's a 2. That's 5 total.
5 total. Got it.
All right, I'm at 0.
No, that's not how that works. You're back at 5.
Oh, fuck, right.
All right, back up. We will do the injury in a minute. But first, it is Grim's turn.
Oh, no.
We're doing those? We're doing
Yeah,
lingering
we're-
injuries?
Oh, yeah, we are.
Oh my god,
Wonderful.
we're doing lingering injuries.
I
Oh,
love lingering
Bouncy, you
injuries.
madman.
All right. Let me lay this out. Grim just got cock blocked. He's not happy. He looks over his shoulder and he sees Zeph go down. So he's going to book it 5, 10, 15, 20 and try and get behind it. And he's going to make a reckless attack. He's not pleased.
Oof. All right.
Natural 20.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
And that was a 6 and then a natural 20. I love it. You'll love to see it.
You love to see it.
Ooh, that's 10, double the dice, 20 plus 3, 23.
23, how would you like to do this? Even though it is resistant to it, it still dies.
Damn.
You all just see Grim rush past, and he's not at this point. You guys, if you hadn't noticed it, it's pretty evident. His eyes aren't blue right now. He rushes forward. He holds the great axe above his head, and he brings it down with all the power in it, cutting directly, trying to slice the creature down the middle, embedding the axe into the ground below.
Oof. Well, with that, we will drop out of initiative.
As combat screeches to a halt with Grim's falling axe, Toadstool is going to completely and totally miss everything that Jupiter just pointed out, because he is going to be in the middle of skidding to a halt halfway to Zeph with one of his tinctures in hand, and he just kind of dejectedly tucks it back into his pocket and kind of like kicks some rocks on the ground, like, damn, I was gonna do something.
The other Grick, the one that Toadstool froze, is it just like a frozen statue, or did it,
Basically, yes.
Grim's gonna walk over to it and he's gonna shatter it?
Fantastic. It bursts into a million pieces.
Yeah.
Question:
Yes.
Did the beak survive, like the shattering?
No.
God dang it! Can I go to the other one and like pull out my dagger and start carving parts of the like carving the beak off?
Survival check.
Okay, I'll do that. I won't do well, but I'll do that. That's a 5.
That's a 5. You get a piece of it.
Grim probably shattered it.
You get a piece of the beak.
Toadstool will take that piece of beak. Thank you.
You are welcome. And after an extended period of time, the knight will come out of the forest.
By extended period of time, is it enough time for the rage to end? Or
Yes. Yeah, it's a little bit of a wait.
Yeah, Grim is just standing there, holding his axe in two hands, like looking around for anything else that he can kill. And eventually, the eyes simmer back to a blue, and he kind of shakes a little and puts the axe back over his back.
All right. So, the knight will come back, look at the 2 dead corpses, and then get on the horse. Do you all continue?
Yeah.
Question:
Yes,
The pebble that I kicked on the ground, can I pick it up really quick?
you may.
I'd like to throw it at the back of the knight.
Okay.
Nope, I miss. That's a 2 plus 2. 4.
You miss.
I just it just like flies off to the side wildly.
Oh yes, I believe somebody has a Constitution saving throw to make.
Oh boy.
I forget how these work. I haven't done them in so long.
What's the ruling on that con saving throw?
What?
Your con saving throw for being down?
Oh, me?
Yes,
Oh.
you.
You're getting an
That
injury.
he hadn't done it in a long time, and he
Yeah.
wasn't sure if it was related to injury or not.
It's
Oh
all
no,
good.
it was definitely related to you. Lingering injuries are a fun thing that Bouncy has done since the beginning. You guys are
Since
lucky
the
that I
beginning.
am lazy and merciful enough to not do that at our table.
Yeah, I'm aware. Because I remember that one shot, and you got one of those.
Mm-hmm. Bouncy's a big
Fuck.
fan.
I got a 5.
Oh dear.
Come on. Something good. Something good. Something good. Something good.
No.
Oh,
Oh boy,
Oh,
I'm glad I'm not playing the fighter now.
man, lingering injuries are rough.
Like an arm being missing.
Spider-Man.
oh god.
Okay, here, we'll get some interactivity in here. Kai, what's your favorite organ?
You want me to choose?
Yeah,
Let's see. It was a Grick. It did what type of damage?
bludgeoning. Just pick an organ, Kai.
Bludgeoning.
Pick an organ.
Pick an organ.
Yeah.
Bludgeoning. Say the brain. How about the
Ooh.
brain?
Oh,
That's a
God,
big
good
bludgeoning right there.
choice, dude.
You have
Oh
some
god.
you have a pretty bad concussion. Anytime
Certified brain damage.
anytime you attempt a strenuous action, you must make a DC 15 con save or fail automatically. Requires level 5 healing or 20 consecutive days of rest to remove.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Well,
Oh, it's
die.
brutal.
Note to self: don't go down.
I have never been happier to play a back row caster. Like, I only ever played, I think, melee in Bouncy's tables. So this is a nice change of pace.
I bet.
I rolled bad for HP for level 2. I only have 18. I only got 7 more points. I don't know. Oh well. At least I'm alive.
Alright. At least you are alive. Eventually, you all will keep traveling and you will make camp. And the knight will sit with you all at the fire. Question. Answer.
When he puts up his horse, Toadstool is going to keep an eye on him as he I assume he tethers it somewhere.
Yes.
No,
and
he
actually.
he just lets it sort of free roam?
Mm-hmm.
I assume. Okay, cool. Makes sense. Toadstool is going to go ahead and use another spell slot. He would like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
And yeah, he's not going to go through the ritual of that because that's just too much step. Take Magic for the duration. Okay. So within 30 feet of me, so I assume that kind of encompasses the whole camp.
Yes.
Do I detect any magic?
Oh, big time.
Ooh, what do I get?
major conjuration magic.
From?
The entire horse.
Okay. I would like to focus specifically on the saddlebags. Did the
Also
knight remove the
conjuration magic.
saddlebags? Also conjuration magic. But hold on. Let me clarify some things. So the knight had the satchel that he transferred the contents of into the saddlebag. Do I detect only conjuration from the saddlebag? Specifically.
You detect conjuration from everything.
And nothing else?
And nothing else.
Huh.
Were you expecting something different?
No, that's exactly what I was expecting, but still, it's unsatisfactory. This will do. Thank you, Bouncy.
You are welcome. Is there anything that would like to be said at the campfire?
I assume he still has his helmet on.
He does.
Grim's just staring into the fire.
Toadstool is going to cast Minor Illusion to make the image of a frog jumping in the flames. Just like kind of like a gif of a frog just bouncing along.
Okay.
Just because he can. And he's bored. Is it starry out?
Probably, yeah.
Clear skies? Scratch that. What he's immediately going to do is he's not going to do that. He is going to move about 5 feet behind Grim, and he's going to erect one of his mud huts via mold earth. And he is going to hide.
Fantastic.
So disappointed you have mold earth.
Man, it is such a good cantrip. It's so underrated. Really, it is phenomenal, and Bouncy is being very lenient with my uses of it.
I was gonna say worst comes to worst. Grim was gonna put his javelins like into the ground and use his cloak as a sort of like a canopy.
Yeah.
I'm sure that small.
There are many
little
options.
Yeah, you've got options for how you want to be sheltered.
Just wait until I hit 5th level. And I get those 3rd level spell slots. That's gonna be scrumptious.
Ooh.
Wait until Bouncy has to contend with Tiny Hut.
Oh god.
Oh, Tiny Hut.
Every DM has to deal with Tiny Hut at least once in their life. Anyway.
Man, God bless Tiny Hut. All of my wizards that I played to date have had Tiny Hut. I regret nothing.
Alright. After some time, the knight will procure some dried fruit from their satchel. Go over and feed the horse, and then open the saddlebag. And
Also would like to
place it-
immediately look inside. He will climb out of his mud hut, like focusing on the night.
out into the stars?
Out into the stars. He's risking it for the biscuit. He is going to climb up on top of Grim's shoulder and like put his hands over his eyes to like block out as much of the horizon as he can and focus directly on the knight and the saddlebag and see if he can see inside.
Fantastic. Okay. Wait, you're climbing onto Grim at it from that distance to try and see?
Yeah, he's gonna stand on top of Grim to try and get a good look from an upwards perspective because he can't see inside of the saddlebag. He is like 3 feet, itty bitty.
You can't
Yeah,
see
he's
anything
exactly
from that
3
angle.
feet. Even from on top of Grim.
Well, his back's facing you and he's at the horse.
Toadstool is going to like gently stomp on Grim's shoulder and just say like, "Man, move, move."
Huh?
Toadstool needs to see.
Grim's gonna stand up, and I guess
He's just gonna like,
based
gonna
on where
pull a-
Toadstool's kicking, he's gonna start.
yeah.
moving.
Toadstool is going to like pull Remy from Ratatouille, and he's just gonna start like leading you along by your hood.
Fantastic. So it should be worth
Kind of
noting
like a Master Blaster situation for those of you who have seen Thunderdome.
something you haven't noticed up until now, due to the fact that you are probably pretty scared out being in the night sky. As soon as you get within 10 feet of the night, that fear vanishes.
Ursula is just going to stop. He's gonna look around. And he's gonna forget what he was doing. Because this fear that he has had since the moment he awoke just, like, evaporates. And he's just kind of gonna stand there.
Grim is
Just,
very
like, on Grim's
confused.
shoulders, doing nothing. He's gonna stop directing Grim. He's just gonna stand there, just, like, eyelids twitching, jaw, like, slack. And that is all that Toaster will do until he is outside of the radius.
Well, eventually the night will finish at the saddlebag and come sit back down at the fire, which is closer to you all than where the horse was. And so that feeling does not go away unless you step out of 10 feet of the radius.
Toastal is going to... Toastal is going to shrug, just kind of like still dazed by the fact that he's no longer afraid. And he's gonna furrow his brow because something doesn't feel right.
What's up?
A fear that he has had since he awoke mentally is gone. So he's just like, I don't trust this. And he's going to retreat into his hut. Does that take him outside of the range?
Yes.
He is immediately going to be afraid of everything, and he is going to cast Mold Earth again and shut the mud hut, only opening a few small holes for air circulation.
Grim's gonna stand there very confused as to why he was told to get up. And then eventually make his way back to the campfire and return to sitting there, brooding.
You just kind of hear the rumbling of more layers of earth being packed up underneath underneath the original layer, as Toadstool just like burrows into the ground and hides.
That's Grim's seen that before.
It is most definitely not the first time.
That's nothing new.
And you will see the knight occasionally sneak pieces of fruit in from under his helmet.
Does he lift up the helmet any? Or is he just like reaching underneath and then up?
Reaching underneath and up.
Damn. I want Grim to be curious, but that's hypocritical.
Well, I mean, there's always ways to rationalize thing. I mean, but yeah,
Plus,
unless
this
you
guy
all want to
kicked
say
Grim's
something,
ass, so
true. Unless anything wants to be said tonight, we'll move on to the next day and the final 40 minutes of the session.
yeah, I guess Grim will go to sleep. But I am curious, does the knight at any point get up and like make like a camp? Does he fall asleep? Or does he just still sit there?
Only very late into the night, will he, if you are aware, will he step back and lay, the horse will lay down, and then he will lay down on the horse.
Very
That's only late into
peculiar.
the night.
Yeah, very peculiar individual.
Odd.
And if you wait long enough, you will see
Yep.
he will take out the creature from the saddlebag.
What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it?
Let me see if I can find a picture of it.
What is it?
You don't get to know, Warlock.
Ooh. Damn. Alright, I'm asleep. Yeah. All of it.
It is the best thing ever.
I have high hopes.
Toadstool hath returned.
It's in the Discord.
Oh, you
Uh-huh.
son of a gun! I knew it. I knew it.
Hang on. I'll pull it up for the stream as well. 1 second.
What an adorable little being.
Let's see. Let me pull it up for the stream. Ba, 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 ba. It is this thing. This is what. Oops, that's the wrong thing. No one heard that? Okay, pretend that did not happen. Okay, this is what they have. Sorry, this is for the stream. Okay, and so that will be let out for a bit. And then
Toadstool is hidden and cannot see this, correct?
Only
no,
Grim does.
only Grim sees it.
Okay.
Grim is just watching.
You can
Like,
give
is it-
me a nature check if you wish.
Oh yeah, sure. Grim's smart. He knows what things are. 14.
14. A story comes to your mind. You don't know where you remember it from. You don't know how you remembered it, but you do remember an old story about things called the El Mirage, which is their Sylvan name. They are Sylvan creatures. And their more common name are blink rabbits, and they have the ability to teleport. And so it seems like somebody who is a DM that I taught may have probably borrowed something.
I'm so glad I'm the one that finds out what it is.
Yeah, that's only fitting. I remember, not to be too revealing, but I remember as a fledgling D&D player, my first character trying to speak with animals to figure out what was going on with the horse, and like figure out about the bunny rabbit. It was a doozy.
It's a whole doozy.
That barbarian. Oh man, I miss him. I want to play him again, but it just doesn't feel right, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, that
It
is
doesn't
what you
feel right
see.
to reuse characters.
And eventually time will pass.
Mhm.
And it'll be morning. And you will set off once more.
Toadstool is
And-
just gonna stay in his burrow.
You're staying behind?
I mean, until somebody alerts him that it is daytime, he is going to stay within his burrow.
Oh yeah. As they get up to leave, Grim's gonna walk over to the burrow and knock on it.
It is many layers thick.
Grim's gonna keep punching until it starts to break. Then
I assume after a while you
Pick
can
up.
eventually get it, and Toadstool is like 5 feet underground at this point, just like kind of chilling there with little small air tunnels leading up to the top.
wake up.
Toadstool's gonna like kind of like squint and like rub his eyes, and he's finally gonna like crawl out into the open air.
Grim's gonna take his water skin. He's gonna pour it on Toadstool as he crawls out.
A solid layer of dust like just evaporates from Toadstool's skin his complexion like clearing of all the grime as the water sluices down his face.
Come on, we're leaving.
Spluttering Toadstool will just nod.
After an extended period of time, you all will turn into the forest, following a deer path. And eventually, you will be led into an open clearing in the middle of the forest.
Hey, Bouncy, I'm rolling my portent rolls, by the way.
Alright,
8 and 11.
fantastic. So, it is here, at a central rock in the middle of the clearing, the knight will dismount and sit.
Is it just like the one central rock, and is he sitting on it?
They're scattered rocks. By no means is it a formation of rocks. It is
Oh.
merely just a rock.
And he's
Toadstool
just
is
sitting.
going to meander around the formation of rocks and slowly collect pebbles. Very small ones, no larger than marbles.
Okay.
I guess Grim follows suit and sits down on a rock.
Alright. We got 2 people on rocks and 1 collecting stones.
Are you gonna finally tell us what the plan is?
The plan is for you all to ask me questions. I was paid to make sure you all were ready.
Oh. Alright.
So, ask me anything, whether it's combat tips, tactics, strategy, or even something pertaining to the coachman or old Rodovin himself, or anything you may want to know.
Just so we can stop calling you Bucket Helm and Knight. Do you have a name we can call you?
Sir Crowdslaved.
Does Toadstool hear this interaction?
Does he?
I don't know. He has a passive perception of 11. He's not focusing on it.
Your interpretation.
Probably not.
Well, let me see how far it is, because you're going to be like that bouncy.
This is
65
the actual...
feet. I assume he would be looking over his shoulder a lot because he's a paranoid character, so yes.
Okay.
He will eventually come up and he will join Grim. And he will simply say, Toadstool does not trust you.
Okay.
Toadstool like kind of narrows his eyes. And he takes one of the stones he's collecting. I assume he has an extra space in his backpack where he can put all of them. Takes one of them and like flicks it at the knight.
He doesn't react.
Toadstool shrugs and he goes and he sits on this stump over her.
So I take it you've known Rodovin a while then?
Mm-hmm.
Did he give you any more specifics as to what we're supposed to do?
What we're supposed to do here, what your assignment is up in Octus Ray. Which is it? Which is
One more
it?
time, Bouncy. I didn't hear
What
you
you're
said.
supposed to do here with me, or what you're supposed to do in Octus Ray?
What we're supposed to do here.
Oh, you're
Weren't
not.
really-
You're not leaving here until I approve all 4 of you.
Oh,
Approve.
well,
Approve all
what-
4 of you.
In what way?
No, I will give my approval to let you go to Octus Ray.
Well, I guess I'm saying, how do we earn your approval then?
However way you wish. I need some sort of collateral on my end to make sure you all don't die up there.
Is Octus Ray really that dangerous then?
yes.
The danger of it is that we don't know what is up there. So, we are going to witness a very real danger that we do know about.
And that
What
is?
is that?
There have been some recent sightings of a particular kind of monster in this part of the world, and we are going to validify these rumors and then give this information to the coachman. And if you all manage to live seeing it, that will be my approval.
I take it it's the creature that Rodovin told us about.
I don't know what he told you about.
Warforged.
That's the name they go by.
Hmm.
Or at least the name given to him. Any questions?
So are we just supposed to validify that it's here? Or are we supposed to take care of it as well?
I don't think we'll be able to take care of it. The best thing we can do is bring back the information to the coachman and then have them do their best to allocate resources to completely avoid it at all costs.
Surely it can't be that dangerous.
Would you
I
like to
mean-
try to fight it?
I've never seen one, so
Perhaps I'll ask you again when we see it.
then if we see it,
When? Most definitely when. It's fairly
Okay.
close.
how can you be so sure?
I already saw it.
When?
4 days before your arrival.
Where did you see it?
Probably about a 5-hour hike from right where we are.
Ah,
It was inert when I saw it. If we have good news, it'll still be inert when we get there.
Was there anything? How do we know when we came upon where it was supposed to be? Are there any landmarks?
It's in a similar clearing like this.
Crystal's going to slowly edge closer to the conversation to try and hear what is going on.
Any other questions?
What did you want Toadstool's dice for?
Crystal is going to just step forward and get right beside Grim and just peer out from behind him.
When you've been in these businesses long as I have you develop certain tools of the trade that let you discern the origins of such objects. What your small friend holds there is something devil-touched.
The
Toadstool's
devil.
hand is going to stray to his pouch where he keeps the dice, but he's not going to open it.
How would Grim's gonna look at Toadstool. Is that who you got? Did you know that?
Toadstool still gripping the pouch, holding it close to like his hip. He is going to very mildly shrug and kind of shrink away just a little bit back.
However, that is not the most interesting thing about this. It has been several hundred years since there has been more than one devil or demon. And this particular one has a very unique mark that it leaves. The mark that I sense from those is completely different. Almost like it's trying to be devil or demon, but is not actually.
Toadstool is just going to. His hand is going to stray into the pouch, and he's going to hold onto the dice, and he's going to roll them in his fingers. And I would like to make it a perception check of just what they feel like in his hand.
Okay.
What is the texture? How does he feel handling them? And I'm going to roll with my big die.
Ooh.
12 plus 1, that's a 13.
Alright. You try to discern anything you can from feeling the dice, and you find yourself lost in trying to figure it out. And the next time you blink, you see the eyes and the grin, and it jumps at you in your eyelids, and it startles you greatly.
Do I see the snake eyes that came with the original roll of the dice when they were given to him?
No, you see the face of what gave you the dice.
Oh, I see the silhouette face. That's even creepier. Okay.
Only when your eyes are closed.
Antler Man. Is it a recurring thing, or does it just
Just
happen
the
every
one
once
time.
in a while?
Just the one time. Enough to
Just one
startle you.
time. Gotcha. Yeah, no, Toadstool is going to visibly pale, even more so than he already was, which was pretty aggressively pale. And he is, if possible, going to look even sicklier, and he's just going to hide behind Grim for the moment.
Anyways, I'll keep a close eye on those artifacts. They may prove to be detrimental to you in the future.
Toadstool has that defense.
When Crode was talking about where the Warforce was, did he point in a general direction?
He moved his head towards the direction.
Okay.
Any final questions?
What do you know about Octus?
Personally, not too much. More just about the same as the coachmen do, I suppose. They never want anything known there. They always try to cover things up. Entire villages will just go missing and there'll be no statement, no acknowledgement.
I'm aware.
That is why it's best to prepare as much as you can.
Understood.
As the conversation reaches a lull, Toadstool is going to wander off into the underbrush and try to find a discarded stick that is fairly straight and about as tall as his shoulder. Which,
Okay.
all said and done, is about 2 3/4 feet. And he's going to, if he can find one, collect it and start to shave off all the branches leading off of it, and slowly but surely turn it into a quarterstaff.
Okay.
Is there anything that I need to do for that?
Survival check.
Survival check, I can do that. It will not be great, but I can do that. 13.
13. You furnish a makeshift quarterstaff, sure.
Okie dokie. Thank you. And that is all.
Any last questions, requests, or comments before you all move on?
Nope.
No. Got no questions. I didn't need it.
Okay, if no one has anything, we will move on. He will lead you all deeper into the woods. He is dismounted by this point due to the natural overgrowth of the area. And now please allow me to set the proper mood for the next event.
Question, Bouncy.
Yes.
Is quarterstaff strength or dex?
It's strength.
It's strength. All
Yeah.
right. I've only ever used it with a monk, so I'm used to it being dex. That fucked me up a little bit. So Bouncy is. I'm mostly going to use this as a walking
cane.
stick.
Yeah. Like, you do so much walking.
Yeah, that's true. So it's just gonna kind of like hold on to it, just kind of there.
All right. So, eventually, Road will ask you all to approach very, very carefully, and you all will move up very cautiously up to the next clearing. And almost at the center of this clearing is a dormant looking humanoid thing. It's about 10 foot tall. It's huge. It's
For how long were we walking?
for 5 hours.
Damn it.
It's been a minute.
What?
Damn it.
You good?
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Change of plans.
it's 10 foot tall. It's huge. It's tall and it's gray,
Whoa.
and it has. It appears to be completely made out of metal. It's hunched at 10 feet with the head down. You see no face on the leaning head, only a large glass pane with leaflets that seem to create a aperture-like shape.
Oh no.
For
Oh boy.
I just looked at the number of
Perception
spell
check.
slots I have left, and this is not great.
We took.
You took a long rest before that
Yeah.
after that fight.
Oh,
We
yeah,
did? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Woo!
there was camp. There was in fact camp.
I was about to cry. Okay. This is all right. I'm gonna fix some stuff real second. Prepare some different spells.
Can I do a perception check?
You may.
Uh, 14.
14. You notice two things. A small amount of overgrowth around the heels and the feet. It seems to have been standing there for a long period of time, but not years. The second thing you notice is on the torso, carved and etched in a very Spartan-like way, very simple, a large 4.
Is it core?
4. The
4.
number.
So are we just like looking at it at the moment? Are we hidden or are
You
we
are
like out in the
hidden
open?
looking. You are hidden in the tree line looking at it.
I guess Toastal is going to wait for instructions from Crowed. I'm gonna keep on calling him Bucket because I like that better. Bucket, which is what Toastal will also call him probably, is Toastal's going to ask him, "What do we do?"
He turns to Grim. Do you still want to fight it?
You said it was 10 feet tall?
Yes.
I thought Grim was tall, damn. Grim's not going to answer. He's just going to keep staring at it.
Oh, by all means, please step out into that clearing and see what you can do. It's perfectly inert, not like anything's gonna happen.
I don't need your sarcasm.
Bouncy, going off of the roll 20, you would say that the thing that we're talking about is hereish, yeah?
We'll use this ruins as a format for this battle map, sure.
Works for me. Alright, cool.
There is no road, though. It is all woods.
It is all woods. Awesome. We love to see it. Cool. Alright.
Anything you would like to do?
Is Toadstool sitting on Grim's shoulders, or is he next to him? Eric, is
Up to
Toadstool
you.
on?
I mean, you kind of control that. Basically, when you want to, you can like lift Toadstool up onto your shoulders and put him down. He really cannot stop you.
I assume that because we're trying to stay a bit low, that that Grim put you down. But if you're right next to him, you're gonna notice that Grim's hands are like deathly tight on the hilt of his great axe.
Okay, if Toadstool notices that, he is going to immediately flatten himself to the ground and make himself as not noticeable as possible. And that is what Toadstool will do. Is the red outline the limitations of our space?
I don't know what that is.
'Cause I see a red
Yeah.
square on that. I do not know what that is.
Me either.
Okay, cool. I
Um,
will disregard.
So
We're just looking at a big old chunk of metal, huh?
Yeah, it is a big chunk of metal.
Are we doing anything?
No.
Bouncy, could you remind me, did Sir Crowd say anything that Toadstool would have heard about their mission thus far?
It was just to confirm the validity of the reports.
I would say the report has been confirmed.
Yeah.
And that Toadstool will not prepare to walk immediately away from the imminent danger.
You will?
Well, that is Toadstool's opinion. The rest of the party may decide as they will. I, the player, am going to take a quick break. I'll be right back.
Okie doke. Are you all truly satisfied with just leaving now?
It doesn't look like it's moved for a while.
No, I don't think it has.
Weren't the How long ago was the most recent sighting? I thought you said you saw it.
A couple months was the most recent public sighting. I only recently tracked it down before you all got here.
And was it in the same spot?
The reports came from more north of here. We had an entire village evacuated.
Based on what Grim saw with the amount of overgrowth that was covering the creatures or covering the Warforged its feet,
Mhm.
does the timeline, I guess, kind of add up?
Yes,
Like the
it
amount
does.
of growth?
So this is mostly a heap of metal so far, as we know, right?
It appears to be so, but also the stories behind it are terrifying.
Well, okay, so Wizard is gonna get closer.
Oh,
Grim
Please,
is
Sorry,
going to
move appropriately.
grab
I'm back.
Quizier by the collar.
Do you resist?
Sorry, excuse me. What is going on? I had to compliment my roommate because she dyed her hair and purple looks good on her. So, what is going on?
Quizier
Quizier's-
wants to get closer to the Warforged, and Grim is attempting to stop. Are you going to resist Grim trying to stop you, Quizier?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's going to be athletics or acrobatics against his athletics or acrobatics.
I'm not good at either.
Uh-oh.
24.
That's an 8.
Woof. Grim stops you before you manage to get closer.
Why do you stop me? It's not gonna do anything wrong, is it? It looks like it's not working.
I do not think it would be wise to get any closer to it.
Real quick. Toadstool will go ahead and take his movement while Grim is chastising Quizier
Oh my god.
to sidle up to here, and he is going to use a slot
Stop.
to
Too late.
He's too late.
Too
Oh no! He was gonna cast detect magic, but if that's not gonna happen, I'll save the spell slot because I'm gonna need it.
You
As soon as you get that close,
suck.
it begins to jolt, jitter, and rattle.
You
Grim-
got nothing.
Grim's gonna immediately look around and he's gonna see Toadstool. He's just gonna. No.
Toadstool's just
Steam
gonna freeze
is
where he's
going
at.
to burst from different parts of its limbs, and a bright red beacon is going to emanate from the ocular lens in front of it.
Mm.
Everybody,
Hey.
please give me a second here.
Oh no.
Let the
Toadstool, you
games
fool!
Oh no.
Let's see. There.
Take my eyes off Toadstool for 1
I've
minute.
never been so happy to be an agent of chaos.
I'm so disappointed.
Swamp magic, boys.
Testing,
Let's
testing. Can you hear me?
go. Yeah, I can hear
Yeah.
you, Bouncy. You're
Yeah.
good.
Okay, this is what you all hear.
Running full system diagnostics. All parameters critical. Siege machine number 4. Online.
Oh my god.
Target analysis. 3 enemies located in the vicinity. Scanning for purity. One specimen. 70% complete.
Everybody, please get into initiative.
Okay, hold on. I could not. I will be honest with you, Bouncy. I have had half of a bottle of wine, and that is the large bottle of wine. So if you could inform me exactly what was said, minus the voice filter, because I am small brain.
You're gonna get
Someone
fucked up.
will have to explain it to you,
We're
because
fucked.
the fact that it's hard to hear is pertinent to the fact that it is in a critical state to begin with.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, in that case, I'll go ahead and roll initiative, I suppose, because that's the thing that we're supposed to be doing, right?
11.
Yes.
Oh no, that's a 7.
15.
16.
I'm not using that D20 anymore.
Okay. What was Grimm's initiative?
Oh my god, Bouncy.
Grimm's was 16.
This song is
What
perfect.
is Toadstool's?
Was Toadstools? He rolled a 7, I think. It was bad. I know it was bad. So he's probably not going. He's probably going
Zeph's.
last.
What is Zeph's?
15.
16? Got it. That's same
No.
as
15.
15. Got it.
Yeah.
And Quasier's?
11.
11. Got it. Okay, so here's what happens. Quisier tries to get a closer look at this thing. Grim manages to stop Quisier from getting any closer. Seeing this opportunity to get closer, Toadstool goes within a 30-foot radius of this thing. Siege machine number 4, it said. Crode saw all of this. Yeah, when it became online, Crode was like, oh no. And so,
Yeah.
Crode is going to dash as fast as he can to face it before it moves closer. and as a bonus action, he will cast a Shield of Faith on himself, bolstering his armor even more than already was. And then it's its turn. It is going to pull out from its cavity, his chest cavity, a large glaive. And is going to strike at Crode. What you see is terrifying. With one strike, with a weird, sickly electric energy coming from the glaive, Crode gets knocked completely back, sprawled 25 feet away, heaving. Armor completely busted across the middle, blood pouring onto the field.
Fuck, yeah,
Oh no. Me.
Incorrect subject.
Yeah. Not gonna
Is he still
Oh.
conscious?
think.
It's not his turn. Grim, it's your turn.
Uh,
Return.
Yeah. That's great. 5, 10, 15, 20. Grim is going to run up to get between it and Toadstool, and over his shoulder, he's going to look at Toadstool and just yell, "Run!"
Okay. Toadstool's just going to wide-eyed nod.
Yeah, Grim's great axe is out, and he's staring down Siege Machine number 4. Question. Does the number 4 ring any bells? Is it familiar?
No.
No. All right, that's my turn.
All
Just-
right.
Get ready.
Zeph, your turn.
Alright. I am going to hold the line back here for now. And if Toadstool starts running, I'm gonna start running. Basically.
Okay.
And
Kuzia,
that's what
your
I'm
turn.
gonna do.
Kind of wish I was at work at this point, but I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on Siege Machine.
Don't provoke it.
Okay, roll to hit.
No.
Don't provoke it.
Don't provoke it.
Let's go. It's an 8
An 8 to hit or 8 damage?
to hit.
To hit, oh, that's a complete miss.
Get closer to. For now, it'll be closer to Grim. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Who's here?
Who's here, please? Ooh.
I should have made that a general run.
Yeah.
You all see Crode struggle to stand.
Yeah, we think we should run.
Blood is leaking out of his chest. As a matter of fact, his helmet is gone, knocked off completely. And you see a very dazed and bloodied human. But this human has large splotches of white, pure white skin scattering his face. but by all other accounts is a perfectly normal human with brown hair and green eyes. Clean shaven. And when he stands back up and looks and sees that two of you got closer, pure desperation comes across his face.
No, no, no.
No!
And he's like, no, run, now.
Yeah.
And he is going
Run.
to, let's see,
No, Crowd, run! Crowd, run! Run!
he,
Run!
Yeah,
he
Just
is going
run.
to lurch forward to match it again, this time
No.
closer than he once was.
No! No!
And he's going to take his long sword and try and bear it down onto this creature. This Warforged. However, Siege Machine number 4. This is a smite, by the way. As much as he can muster, Divine Light is sparking through the sword. Siege Machine number 4 grabs the sword, mid-thrust, and all the Divine Light from the sword courses into Siege Machine number 4. Siege Machine number 4 is going to lift up on the sword, as well as lifting up Crowd.
Jesus Christ.
Resistance is futile.
And
Yeah.
he is going to straight gut kick right on the wound.
Ooh.
Okay, I admit, running is the plan.
Yeah, yeah!
Delicious.
Yeah.
Now that's good.
All of Crowd, besides one arm still hanging onto the sword, is sprawled back again.
Oh, God.
And the Siege Machine is going to look at the two people closest to it.
Quizir, run. Quizir,
No,
run.
no,
Yeah, there's no doubt about that anymore.
Grab Crowd and then
Everyone-
run.
Yeah.
Yeah, grab Crowd and run.
Target analysis. 70% complete. Specimen appears to be precursor.
It
Precursor?
is
What?
a glaive. He is going to take one step forward, and with its multi-attack, is going to swing the glaive down onto Grim.
Oh no. Okay.
Completion cannot be achieved at all costs.
Okay, Grim. Does a 20 hit?
Oh, you bet.
No,
you bet it does.
does an 8 hit actually, as Toadstool kind of like staggers backwards, clutching his eyes. He's just kind of shaking his head vigorously as he watches Grim get attacked, and he just says, no, no. And he's going to use his portent to make that roll an 8, actually. That is his reaction.
The glaive falls just short of Grim and sinks deep into the earth, managing to crack the earth beneath Grim slightly.
Jesus Christ.
Run.
Toadstool is a walking, talking counter spell, and I love it.
Analytics dictated 99% chance of impact. Missing. Improbable. Faulty systems to blame.
And with its bonus action, he's going to take the back end of the glaive and bring it straight across Grim's
Reaction.
face.
Reaction,
Reaction, disadvantage, okie dokie.
yes.
With the disadvantage, It is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Oh my god.
What was the other
Holy
roll?
shit.
17.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that hits.
Okie dokie. Please allow me to get the dice out.
I can only do so much. I only have one reaction to speak of. I'm sorry.
5,
This is all your fault.
9,
Well,
Oh my god, if you die, I will never
13.
forgive myself.
It is
19.
Toadstool's fault. I just remembered.
27,
Jesus Christ.
36,
Oh no.
You can stop counting.
30, 41.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no.
Grim's
Grim's fucking. Grim's gone. Grim's gone.
Is Grim outright dead?
He's at negative 12.
I see.
Oh, wait, what's your hit point now?
29?
Oh,
Okay. So you are unconscious.
you're not dead.
Bouncy player question. I assume a stabilizing teacher will not work on Grim.
Do you
Well,
want to get
I-
that close? Do you want to get that
No.
close and find out?
Just run!
Toadstool's just kind of standing there frozen, like one of his hands is clutching his wand, the other is like clutching the pouch where he keeps all of his potions. And he's just gonna be like watching this going down, just like, oh fuck. And that is all that will be said until his turn comes around.
As Grim hits the hits the ground, can I say one word, please?
Yes.
He's just gonna go run as he collapses.
Going down is not unconscious. Going down is meaning being far too injured to fight.
Oh,
No.
oh, nice. Yeah, no, he's gonna just keep telling them to run.
Oh god. Oh my god. No.
Grim, I will be rolling your death saving throw.
Lovely.
It has been rolled.
Oh, it was nice playing Grim.
Terrifying!
It
Zeph,
was
your
nice
turn.
playing Grim.
Zeph, it is your turn.
I'm gonna use a key point to use Step of the Wind, and I'm gonna dash. Dash is double my movement, right?
It
E-
is an amount of movement, of base movement you have. So 40 plus 40 is 30. If you do it again, it's 120.
I could not hear any of
I think yes, it does double.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so I'm gonna yell, Toadstool run! And I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and off of this board because I have fucking 80 moves when I am double. So I'm off that board somewhere. But
Fantastic.
I love monks so much. Oh my god.
man.
They are
I didn't even know
fantastic.
about movement. I didn't even know
People
about
do
movement
not
when
give
I
monks
played
enough
them.
credit, let's be honest.
I'm
Kuzir,
kinda-
it's your turn.
I'm kind of weak right now.
Just-
Okay, so
Run,
here's,
please, just
here's the
run.
plan. Bonus action,
I'm so sorry.
healing word on Grim. And
Okay.
I'm gonna move over here.
Okay.
And with my action, I'm gonna dodge.
What's your action?
Dodge.
Hello?
Hello? What's your action?
Is it dog?
Dodge.
Dodge.
Yeah,
Understood. Okay. Toadstool, your turn.
Okay.
It's my turn.
Run!
Fantastic. What's going to immediately happen is Toadstool is going to cast a cantrip. He is going to cast Mold Earth right here, in betwixt Grim and the other fucker with the glaive. He's going to create a 5-foot wall of stone and earth before he is going to immediately run hither. And he is going to prepare for his next turn,
Fantastic.
Wait,
which is yet to come.
Quazir, you casted Healing Word, right?
Yeah.
On Grim? Oh, what was it?
4.
4?
4, you're back up.
Ow.
Crode is going to stand again. Barely. Coughing up
run.
blood. And he is going to lurch forward.
No, please, for the love of God.
With no sword and no sword arm, the only thing he has is a shield. And he is going to move right here in a protective stance. Get out while you can. I'll see you again. And then Siege Machine is going to bear down all of its strength onto Crode's shield, completely denting it, and you hear a sickening crack as the other arm falls limp. Given the fact that it is a 10-foot creature, and there is a 5-foot wall next to it, and it has a reach weapon, the second attack will still fall to you, but I will give it disadvantage due to the effort. 23.
Yeah.
Wait, react doesn't is that just like a once per battle thing, or is like portent?
What is it?
I was mentioning portent. Is
The
that
portents?
like a once per battle thing, or is it once per turn? Or did he use all of it already?
I don't know, he hasn't claimed it yet.
What's going on? I'm sorry, my
uh,
internet cut out for a minute, so what's going on?
Okay. There's a 23 attack on Grim, and I was mentioning if I was wondering if you could use portent.
How's Grim looking right now?
4 hit
He's
points.
only at 4 health because you're
not
healed a
good.
little bit.
The best I can do is use a reaction to make that 11 against Grim.
Do I add my modifiers to it still?
I don't know. I think it replaces the die roll, so modifiers still count.
So a 21 to hit.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it
Oh!
still hits.
And I'm not gonna use the fucking portent. I'm sorry, I'm saving that.
Okay.
I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do for you.
Oh god.
If Bounty will let me, in retrospect, keep that, I would be very appreciative. I'm sorry, Jupiter. I did what I could.
No, I don't let you keep it.
Oh god.
Ah!
That's
Alright. Never
And the
mind.
other hit,
I'm
that is, let's see.
usually without.
Hang on. I need to make sure or something.
Mhm.
One second. Ah, yes. Okay. So the other one does hit as well. So let me get the damage straight.
Is it greater than 4?
Oh, yeah. No, I have to see if it outright kills you.
Oh.
Yeah, if it's like 33, right?
Yeah, if it negatives your max health, then
Yeah.
you're fucked. Basically, you are insta-death.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get an online dice
it
roller.
might-
1 second.
It might
Well.
get you there.
Oh,
unfortunately.
man. The
Ladies and
online
gents,
dice rollers are always
It's been a
fucked.
pleasure.
Honestly, if Grim dies, I'm going to be so upset.
Oh, man.
So, listen, here's the deal. Don't kill Grim until I'm back. I'll be back in like 5 seconds. So hold on.
Okay. I need to roll dice anyway.
Well,
Oh no.
why did Toad still have to approach it? Why did Toad still have to approach it?
What's your hit point total?
29.
Oh,
Plus 4.
okay.
The HP he's got
Yeah.
healed back. So 33, I think. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not good at math.
I'm waiting for him to come back.
This is what I get for
Oh
trying.
no!
This is what I get for protecting Toadstool.
Oh my god! We all should have just run.
Well, at last we now
Because I heard
know why people are so scared of the Warport.
As soon as I
I
heard Steve's
guess this
machine
one,
pour, I
yeah.
was like, we are fucked. We are completely and irrevocably fucked.
He said 5 seconds. Look at this. He's ruining the complete pacing of me killing a person.
You know.
No, it's. I'm glad I got to try out Grim.
That was cool.
I assure you that I properly scaled the difficulty in his combat.
Hmm?
I assure you the difficulty is properly scaled.
Yep.
Man, where did he go?
I don't know.
Am I dead?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess yes. Because Bouncy said that he.
We'll talk
was ready
about
to
it.
kill him.
Oh.
Let's talk about it.
We'll talk about it. We'll open up a dialogue here.
Let's see. Let's see how it goes. It's like a trial run for death. See if you
I
like
am
it.
back.
Welcome back.
Okay.
So let me lay down the scene.
What have I missed?
The siege
Oh, boy.
machine on his turn belted down all the strength onto Crode, completely crumpling his shield and shattering the arms in his last remaining arm. And with a second attack, and with the glaive end and the other end manages with both attacks to cleave down the middle of Grim's head.
Wait, so are people like dead?
Grim
I think
falls
it's, like,
to the floor,
completely
motionless.
I assume that the hood and mask and everything are completely ruined.
It's a clean cut.
Hmm.
Anybody from a distance wouldn't see too much.
Okay.
Just a glaive going down too far than it should.
Okay.
And so Zeph is running. Zeph is off the screen. Kuzi, I'm assuming you're running? I'm assuming you're running?
Run.
Well, there's no one to heal
Run.
anymore, so...
Run.
No.
Run. Run.
Oh no.
Run. 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 Run.
Run! 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 Run!
Yeah.
I forgot to mention one part of that turn as well. Since Crode is a sentinel, he uses his reaction to bring down his limp shield arm onto the glaive, managing to snap it with as much might as he can. The glaive breaks off in Grim due to that reaction.
I have a question.
What's your question?
Could I just use my free action even though I'm still running? Would I have heard what happened to Grim from that
No,
point
you're
away?
gone.
Okay, I'm gone. Alright.
So did Toadstool just watch Grim die?
Yes.
And as well, how is the knight looking?
The knight is missing an arm, its other arm is completely shattered, and he is spewing blood from his chest and mouth.
Okay. Toadstool is going to
Run.
grow even visibly paler. He is going to fill with malice.
No. Please.
His
don't.
eyes basically fixing
Oh,
on
no.
Siege
Please
Machine
just
number
run.
4.
Please
And what
just
he's
run.
going to do is he's going to cast a magic missile before he's going to retreat. And as he casts magic missile, simultaneously, he is not going to be holding his wand. He is going to take his material components in a different fashion as he draws his dagger and pulls it across his left palm. The scar that will eventually take hold of the chasm in his flesh that has become that slash, upon which he will swear an oath. Vengeance for a companion. The death and finale of Siege Machine number 4. He will breathe a curse of hatred and he will cast Magic Missile, dealing a grand total of 9 points plus 3, 12 points of force damage against Siege Machine number 4, as Toadstool, tears streaming down his face, makes his full movement 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 this way, and begins to flee, leaving his friend dead in his wake.
The missiles strike Siege Machine number 4, but they almost dissipate into an aura. It takes half damage.
Toadstool screams his rage into the ether.
Kazir just run.
Wait, hang on, Quizir, did you take your turn? You said you were running, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, that was where you were last turn. There you go, okay.
The man of myth can now be allowed to be completed.
And so, it is now Crode's turn. He is going to drag himself towards Grim. Blood trailing from his torso and arm and everywhere else. He is barely on the fringe. And he looks over and sees the injuries on Grim. Oh gods, you're one of them too. But it doesn't matter. And he is going to, despite all odds, with a little bit of magical healing, reach into his satchel. Procure a large diamond. And place it on to Grim's chest. And he's going to chant deep and methodically in a language none of you understand, but all of you hear it, no matter how far away you are. And the seams where the cut are begin to repair, even on the clothing and on the goggle. And the glaive falls apart. A flicker of light begins to appear back in Grim. And the first thing that you hear is, "I've done all I can do. Go." And when you look, you see a dead Crode right next to you, Grim.
Oh no.
Metagaming, real quick. I am in unknown territory. This has never happened before in any of Bouncy's games. I am lost for words. Oh my god! Bouncy!
Making me feel so many things.
Toastal, give me a perception check.
Toastal? Oh my god, he is bad at perception. Why would you have him do that?
Just
Okay,
It's
that
better
is
off
a
this way.
6.
A 6. Use your portent.
Use that's not gonna get much better. My portent,
Mm-hmm.
I've used both of them.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You give me a recap so you get inspiration.
I get inspiration. All right. Okay. 15.
15. For 1 second, you turn back, just slightly. And you see close by to where Grim and Crode lay and near Siege Machine number 4, the completely black silhouette. Even in broad daylight, black in a silhouette, with the unbelievably large white blank eyes. But there is no smile. It is Siege Machine's number 4's turn, and he begins to crackle and hiss and sputter, completely muddled and immobile, continually just shuddering, unresponsive. What is happening in somebody's microphone right now?
Oh my god.
Whoa. That's what you hear. That's what you. I'm gonna capitalize on this. This is exactly what you
I
hear.
actually thought that was Bouncy doing.
Hold on. My laptop died. What's still here?
That was perfect. That was perfect. Those are the sounds you hear.
No,
Yeah,
my laptop literally died. I didn't hear anything that you said. I missed all of it.
Oh, okay. I'll
literally
re-say it for you.
phone.
Everybody shush. I'll re-say it for you. We're pressed for time. You see the... Oh, man. That is just bad reception. Oof. We might need to... I can't say it because of the interference, actually.
What? What?
Mute yourself and I'll say it. Just mute yourself and I'll say it, Eric.
Mute myself?
Mute yourself so I can say it, and we're getting a lot of feedback. Okay, what you saw, quickly, was the black silhouette you saw before, with the blank white eyes. It's still a silhouette in broad daylight. But there is no smile, and Siege Machine begins to sputter, and crackle, and hiss, and be completely rendered immobile, unresponsive. Grim, it's your turn. And he gets out. And that is where we'll end today's session.
I assume like Grim, the cut that went through Grim, it just I assume only like the injury itself was healed.
Even the clothing and all the
Oh.
materials that were cut were healed.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, Grim's booking it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Is it bad?
No, we're good.
No.
Okay. What the fuck, Bouncy? Oh my god!
That was the best. That was the
My
best.
laptop
session we've
died
had
at the
so far.
absolute worst time. My laptop died right when Bouncy was addressing me. And it was like exactly when he was telling me what he was gonna say that my laptop fucking ate shit and died. And I'm so mad that happened.
You can just watch
I
it in the
am
VOD.
like, yeah, I will be watching this VOD again because I have drank about 2/3 of a magnum of wine. I cannot testify to my memory for the next session.
Well, that's where we'll end it.
How much EXP?
Honestly,
Enough
how
to
much
get to
XP?
level 3.
Yeah, what?
So we're at 900 now, right?
Yeah, you're at that one.
Oh boy, wait until I pick my
Ooh.
spells. Toadstool gonna be
Wait,
fucking shit up. Oh man,
What
I'm so
level? Are
excited.
we still level 2 or are we level 3?
You're level 3 now.
Oh,
Oh!
oh
Look at my
my
cool
god.
shit! Maybe I won't be such like a laughable combatant now. Oh my god.
We'll handle the level up process later. We are over time, but I wanted to get this whole scene going. So
Honestly, I'm glad we're over
Ooh.
time because I can
Yeah.
afford that, seeing as it's the weekend for me.
yeah, that's
And
why I went
I
ahead and
have
did it.
no work.
Yeah.
God bless. Yeah, no, for future reference, I am free on Friday nights. I can stay up as long as y'all need because I do not work Saturdays.
I need to run. I have stuff I need to do tonight. Thank you, Bouncy.
Have a good
Everything
one,
was
Jupiter.
Great.
Right.
I felt
Alright,
so
college
bad when I
students
heard
and
you.
whatnot.
I want you to know that was
Thank you so
scripted.
much.
That was scripted. I wasn't retconning anything. That was scripted. I was intentionally killing your character on purpose. This was not me
I
feeling
figured.
bad for you. This was scripted.
Oh no, I figured.
Oh!
I believe that, Bouncy.
I've heard enough from Eric to know
Yeah, I
that you
can
show no
believe it.
mercy.
No, not at all.
No, Bouncy is fucking ruthless, is what he is. He might look like a cute bunny boy, your barista on Twitch and all that, but those of you who have stuck around long enough to listen to this, heed my warning, Bouncy is ruthless.
Oh man, if Beetle was
When it
here,
comes to
he would
D&D,
never let
man.
that down. Oh jeez.
Man, I will
Oh
personally
my god.
message Beetle if I
Don't
have
you
to.
DM Beetle? No.
Oh my god.
I
Oh, Beetle was here?
at least that was fair. He was here for a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, Beetle's in a different part of the world. Yeah, so different.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
all should be asleep right now. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is where we'll conclude the
Yeah,
session.
England, right?
yeah.
Any
Beetle's
lingering
English, right?
questions or comments? Beetle?
Anyway.
No, Beetle
I don't know.
is
Doesn't
Beetle
matter.
is not English.
Doesn't matter. Not my business. I will keep to my own.
That was such a good session. I keep saying that, I know, but it was so good. I was not expecting that at all.
You
I
weren't
mean,
expecting
I still
Siege
put two
Machine
and
number
two
4.
together with War Swords. I was not. I
Bouncy.
totally forgot about him.
Oh,
Bouncy,
I never
I
did.
have to be honest. I have to be honest. You have subverted all of my expectations for this session. You have gone above and beyond what I expected, and I'm so excited to be a part of this campaign. You have no idea.
Reused assets are my middle
Thank
name.
you so much.
Honestly,
for
all
doing
of
it.
I am remembering so much from our various campaigns together, and I am just like soaking it all in and just like absorbing the meta material.
Oh,
But I
there.
can't
the
use it. It's
no.
that's the real struggle.
Yeah.
Is
There's
I
a thing
can't
about my
use it,
meta
I have to be
material.
honest.
My meta material is the canon. Like everything is canon. The meta is canon. The meta tells a story. The non-meta tells a different story. There is 2 stories being told here, and you have to be able to understand the context clues to pick up on the meta one.
You are such
Oh,
a bastard
man.
when it comes to story. You tie everything together, and I love that about your games.
I
They
like
make
keeping it
me
neat.
That's
very
so
happy.
cool. I'm sure I won't know all the characters you introduced, but I've known like quite a few of them so far, and I'm really excited to see who I meet next because I haven't been playing with you as long as Eric. So I'm sure I'm gonna meet a lot of like interesting new characters that are probably going to die, but you know, they'll be
There's-
cool.
Honestly, Herlin, Bouncy, Jupiter, and Warlock, all of you guys are in for a treat. Because Bouncy here, he has been my DM for a good long while, and he has always gone above and beyond when it comes to DMing. Bouncy, honestly, for real, I am so happy to be playing with you again, and I'm so ready to see what shit you pull for Crowd and that fucking unicorn bunny, that jackalope, whatever the
Oh
fuck
my
it's called.
That's part of being
I
canon. That is not my
remember-
homebrew. That is not homebrew. That is a part of
It's
an
a great
old
reference.
D&D canon. You can Google Al Mirage and
No.
find it online.
I believe you. I just remember it from our old campaign.
Yep.
And it's like bringing back memories of core D&D, and it's like Yes.
You have to, one thing that's important. When I DM, a lot of things don't make a lot of sense a lot of the time. However, with context, with other things that I have done, things make more sense. If any of you were to apply my short story that I've shared, A Heavy Helmet, to certain scenarios and things that have happened in this session in particular, some things would make sense. If you have read
Yeah.
some of the Sunflower Cafe, some things about other parts of this session would have made sense. There's context to everything, and you will most certainly miss some of it due to the sheer amount that I write and just sheer amount of stuff that I have not shared. But there is context to everything, and there is a canon being told, whether it is me as DM, or it is me at Eric's table, or if it is me at somebody else's table that none of you even know about. I have 5 full worlds written down, and I believe, between all of you, only a couple of you know more than 2.
Between the table and those of you on the stream, allow me as Bouncy's DM and player to assure you that Bouncy is doing shit at all times. Bouncy is fucking things up for me and everyone else and himself at all the time, and it's fantastic. Honestly, I've had more fun playing with Bouncy than I have in a majority of my life. I have greatly enjoyed my time playing D&D with him.
Thank you for the kind words.
Little praise for our DM. Our good and kind DM who has put up with so much of my bullshit because divination wizards are wild.
But I am going to go ahead and end the stream. And so yeah, thank you all for watching and chatting and lurking and stuff like that. And thank you to the VOD watchers and all of that. Have a good night.